Hi everyone, this is Mr. No. Today I will show you yet another uh, LLM model which has been released by China. It's called Qwen. So this is from Alibaba. So this is the official repo of GitHub repo of Qwen chat, and it is pre-trained large language model proposed by Alibaba Cloud. As you can see, they are working on it for more than 2 years. Like if you see the oldest commits, you can see 2 years ago. So this model is far more superior to the existing model, and it is cost effective also. So at a high level, let's look at what functionalities this comes up with. So Qwen 2.5 Max is an exploring the intelligence of large scale model. So let's look at the performance, right? So we will evaluate Qwen 2.5 Max alongside leading models, that is various models like DeepSeek, Llama 3.1, GPT 4.0, Cloud. So if you look at this, these includes various benchmarking, MMLU Pro, which tests the knowledge through college level problems, Live Code Bench, which assesses the coding capabilities, Live Bench, which comprehensively tests the general capabilities, and Arena Hard, which approximates human preferences. So the findings include the performance scores for both base model and instruct models. So if you see the performance result, this is the Qwen. So it sees 89.4, which is compared with something like DeepSeek, which is at 85.5. And if you compare with GPT 4.0, so 85.2. So it is far more superior. So you look at various other benchmarks. So if you look at live code bench, this can code better. So if you look at this, this is slightly edging over there. I think it's like cloud, which is a little better at coding, but in all the other attributes, if you see, this is still leading. So now, when comparing base models, we are unable to access the proprietary models such as GPT 4.0 and Cloud 3.5 Sonnet. Therefore, we evaluate Qwen 2.5 Max against DeepSeek v3, a leading open-weight MOE model, Llama 3.1, the largest open-weight dense model, and Qwen, which is also among the top open-weight dense models. The result of this comparison are presented below. So this is the comparison. They're not directly able to compare with GPT 4.0 and Cloud 3.5. So therefore they evaluate with these things. So you see that results. So now Qwen Max is available in Qwen Chat, and you can directly chat with the model or play with artifacts, search, etc. Earlier we used to pay for Midjourney and other tools. Now it can do all those things from here itself for free. And it is much faster than even ChatGPT, as you can see, the speed at which it is generating. So since the APIs of Qwen are OpenAI API compatible, you can directly follow the common practice of using OpenAI APIs, which below is an example of it. So you can open it, import API key. Now here you can replace with the API key from Dashscope, which is the for Alibaba Cloud. So now you can go to Dashscope. This is the Dashscope. So you can sign up here, and I think you'll have to make payment for the API key, just like you make payment for OpenAI API key, but this is much cheaper. So you can see the documentation also how it is done. You go here, you sign up, you verify it, then you have an API key management, then you create a new API key. So that API key will be visible for some time. You can copy it, then you can configure it in LobeChat, or you could use directly in Python. So you could come and use that in Python. So here you replace that API key with the API key, then you can pretty much use it similar to how you use it in OpenAI. So the scaling of data and model size not only showcases advancements in model intelligence, but also reflects the unwavering commitment to pioneering research. So in base, this is how it is. Now if you want to directly use it without API key or anything, you can go to this chat.qwenLM.ai. Now I'll say create a drone. I'll ask you to create image. Create a drone with springs for landing. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. I gave a very difficult prompt, I would say. Create a drone with springs for landing. So let's see what it's coming up with. So it's generating it. So you see, it has generated a drone with springs for landing. This is exactly what I thought about. But if you go and do it in some other tools, it may not give you that accurate. So now you see here, this is web search is also coming soon. Video generation capabilities. Now let me go to new chat. Let's say create a drone crashing into the windshield of a BMW car. Let's see. Video generation, I don't know whether it is available. Yeah, I think it is clickable. So let's see. So I'm saying create a drone crashing into the windshield of a BMW car. Oh, there was an issue connecting to QwenMax. Cannot read properties of null. Okay, there is some issue. I think maybe that's in still in progress. Let's see whether it is able to generate. Let me try one more time. See, I have reached the call limit, too many requests, because the video generation takes a lot of time. So maybe because of that. So you see here web search, which is coming soon, but you have code. So I'll say write a code to for a web app using an image as an input for improving the design of a room. Write a code for a web app on using an image as an input for improving the design of a room using AI. So let's see, I have given a random prompt. So creating a web application that makes an image as an input and uses AI to improve the design of a room involves several components: front end, a user interface, then backend, then AI model. So these are the things which is required. So the front end, this is the input that is required. HTML plus JavaScript is being used. For backend, Python plus Flask is used. So this will convert the image to grayscale or placeholder for design improvement. Okay, so now how it works: user uploads an image as an input file, then it goes here, then now it is still generating. Now let's see, backend is Python plus Flask. Okay, now AI model also is there, so it should pass that image to the AI model. Let's see how it does. Okay, so now the user uploads an image here, backend processes the image, the Flask server receives the image, apply a placeholder transformation, convert it to a grayscale, replace the function with a real AI model for room design improvement. So I'll say replace it with Qwen API. Replace with Qwen API. Okay, let's see whether how it will replace the abstract transfer with the Qwen API. Okay, so I think it's doing something. So to replace the app style function with an API called to Qwen, you need to integrate the Qwen API into a backend. So this is how it is done. Sends this here, you see the API has been sends image to the Qwen API and returns the improved image. So here you have to put your API key. So particularly whatever I require for setting up this app, I already have it, and it's all given to me in a fraction of seconds using the Qwen chat. So it is far more superior. And DeepSeek, as you know, we can use it in the local system also. Let's see whether Qwen 2.5 Max is also usable. Let's see, Qwen 2.5 open source in LM Studio. Let's see if it is there. Okay, so Qwen 2.4, the best open source LLM ever. Okay, so they have made it even more better now. Earlier also this was there. Qwen 2.4, 2.5. So Alibaba 32B version of the Quad specific code for code generation. So this is freely available. Now we can use this also. So let's look at the news. Qwen, okay, Qwen Alibaba. So now you see Alibaba unveils Qwen 2.4, a DeepSeek rival. So it's been around for some time. It has been, it's called Donkey QwenVin. It's a family of large language models developed by Alibaba Cloud. So Alibaba Qwen 2.4, what is it and how to use it? So you see here, this is there. So let's look at, so the size on the disk is about 70.41 GB. So if you have 70.41 GB of space, then you can pretty much download it and use it in your system with LM Studio. Now if you look at something like DeepSeek LM Studio, let's see the size at least. How much does it looks like? Okay, DeepSeek R1. Okay, DeepSeek R1. Let's see the size of it. Okay, so this is the DeepSeek R1. Download this. Now pick an option. If you have 192 GB plus of RAM, you can run the full 671 billion parameter model. If you have 16 GB of RAM, you can run 7 billion or 8 billion parameter digital model. So this is how it is. You look at this. So now you want to see what is the size of it. So let's see. DeepSeek Quarter V2 Lite Instruct. This is the model. Then there is this DeepSeeker Qwen 7B model. So you see the size is pretty much less. DeepSeek Quarter, the younger sibling of the GPT-4, beating 23.6p DeepSeeker Quarter model. So there is various models that you can download and use it. So in this you can see Qwen 2.5. So they have mentioned the same thing which is mentioned in the article, how to access Qwen on QwenChat and how to use it. So I hope this information is useful. Thank you very much.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.